Hi guys, this is Androidpipe.com and I'm here with a game called Colin McRae Rally. I'm testing it on the OnePlus One. It's priced at $2 and it's a very interesting title. It's based on car simulations and you're driving around in a rally, and you probably know the Colin McRae series of simulators. This is one of the games, Colin McRae Rally. $2, OnePlus One is the handset. It's a hard game, but it's very nice to play if you like off-road tracks and if you like car simulators. It comes from Codemasters as a bit of a remake. You get 30 rally stages in Australia, Greece, Corsica. You get damage, good physics, and it's a very fine simulator. Okay, the graphics are also impressive. Here we go. Right now I'm using the tilt method, and you also have to use the brake if you want to properly corner. Taking part in a rally is not as much as speeding, but rather cornering efficiently. You can hear the indications of your mate, so you can actually know what degree you're going to attack the corner at. At the top of the screen you see your car and the car of the AI overlapping in this part here, so you know how far he is from you or how far ahead you are. Of course, you don't have to hit trees or fences because that will damage your car. This is actually a simulator, so your car can be damaged, even destroyed, even flipped upside down, and this repair cost. If I understood it correctly, you'll have to pay your car repairs with seconds from your time that will be deducted among stages of a rally. Okay, so now I'm accelerating and a brake should be in order, but I just hit some trees. Okay, now let's try the other control method. Okay, so I'm going to go to touch. You can select the rear camera view or front camera view if you want. Let's try front. I bet I'm not going to like it. Here we go. So basically it's a first person view. Apparently I get pretty good control of the car. And I just hit a wall. I bet the car is totally damaged, but not exactly total. I'm pretty impressed by the graphics. Of course there's the random pixel, that's not where it should be. You'll notice that especially in the crowd and in the trees, and especially if you get pretty close to them, you start seeing the pixels. Basically I just hit a JPEG of a tree. In spite of that, the game is pretty much 3D, and the experience, the simulator, is totally different from anything that's available on Android right now. And if you're tired of all those arcade games, you're going to love this title. Let's go back to the standard view and actually have some fun. Okay, so now here we go. The AI is pretty far, but we may catch him. There are about 20 seconds between us. And I have to say, in spite of my often crashes, I'm pretty happy with the controls of this game. It's hard, but it's supposed to be hard. The car is supposed to be hard to control. Back in the day, the Colin McRae titles were supposed to be some sort of benchmarks on PCs. They had very high-end graphics, and that's why the game takes very long to start. At least on this device, the OnePlus One, it took, let's say, a minute or a few dozens of seconds to start up properly because it was loading all of these cute graphics. You can see sand flying, you can see the traces of your brakes, you'll see the window of the car braking if need be. Okay, so the CPU is very far ahead. Okay, now let's discuss other things. The cars, well, we got a Ford, we got a Subaru, Mitsubishi and Lancia, but the Lancia is sort of an unlockable. You only get it if your results are pretty good. There's championship, there's a single rally or a single stage. There's not very much variation, I have to say. People will find this to be repetitive, but if they like simulators, they love this title. It's $2, as I said. It's not a very high price compared to what you pay for other games. For titles, let's say the latest Asphalt, when it launches, I'm betting it's going to be priced higher or maybe the same, and that's not even a simulator. As far as I know, we get a promise of 60 frames per second graphics, and still some pixelation occurs at times. I like the lighting effects better than the actual graphics. I'm impressed by them, and let's try to deform the car by hitting it. As you can see, my back windshield has cracked, and let's see if we can do even more damage. The setting changes from time to time. You'll see the difference between Greece and Australia, obviously, and between Corsica and Australia. There are areas with more sand, more vegetation. Here we go, we're 6th, not very well placed. We proceed. Options, well, you can change controls if you want to. We got control method, horizon tilt, camera view, and stuff like that. And this is the random race, this is the championship. You can unlock more cars, take part in a single rally, race on a single stage. And I can resume my performance. This is Australia 2, stage 2 in the Ford Focus. We got good sound. I like the sound of the car engine. There's no in-app purchases, so that's a good thing. Here we go. In this control method that I'm using right now, I have 2 virtual buttons for left and right. I have a touch button for the acceleration, one for the brake and one for the handbrake. That, frankly speaking, I never used so far. So the handbrake should be your last solution, and usually you shouldn't use it because it means you're crashing pretty badly. By the way, if a very bad crash happens, you can actually reset your car. So if I do something like this, I can press that button above and I will be reset on the right track, but I will lose precious seconds. And also be careful with the bushes, although they may look like pass-through items, you cannot pass through all of them. We're a few seconds behind our main rival. Let's try to play a bit catch-up. There is the occasional checkpoint that tells you how far behind you are or how far ahead you are. Try to stay on the tarmac as much as possible when it's present. If not, try to stay on the main path. Very good sound, pretty decent graphic, and a nice simulator for all of you lovers of rallies out there. I'd say this game is pretty fun, especially since it's a niche on Android, because most racing games are arcade or even worse, endless runners with cars. So this is Colin McRae Rally here at Androidpipe.com, and my hood just flew, my car is smoking. I'm going to give it a high grade because it's a rarity, a simulator. The grade is 9 out of 10 here at Androidpipe.com. Very nice graphic, very nice feel, a well put simulator, but pretty hard and pretty frustrating at times. This is it from Android Pipe. Bye bye.